Thursday evening. Welcome to Divine Insights. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche, and I'm a chiropractor that loves metaphysics and the intuitive arts. And so we will be pulling from some intuitive cards today. I have several decks with me, but just hold on one second as I share this to the different platforms. And I hope everybody's having a lovely, lovely day today. It's been really nice weather lately. A little bit rainy overall, but it has been very nice. Very hot, actually, in some ways. All right, here we go. So I'm trying out a new camera. So I'm not sure if it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit clearer. I'm seeing it online. So I haven't figured out, let's see. Okay, so I'm sharing it to my page. I'm sharing it to my community page. And I'm going to share it to the other community page from the church. And so let's see. There we go. I think we're good to go. Hello, hello, for those of you that have joined us tonight. Welcome to Divine Insights. I have lots of intuitive decks to pull from. And so intuition can come to us in many, many different ways. I have a great appreciation and love of our intuitive connection. And so one of the ways that we can enhance our intuitive gifts is through intuitive oracle cards, which are a little bit different than tarot cards. I always see tarot as a little bit left brain because each card kind of is kind of categorized with specific meanings. And of course, there's always some interpretation involved. But tarot is a lot different than oracle cards. Oracle cards are a little bit easier to catch on to. And but I always feel it's more of a right brain technique. And so I'm a little bit more right brain than left. And so I like to use the oracle cards. And so there are many different decks. There are probably thousands of oracle decks out there. And they often have a picture on the front of some kind or pictures on the cards. And then there's an author and there's a little book involved. And so there are all kinds of different oracle cards, which are often super fun to use and insightful, especially if you're wanting to draw in some positive energy. This is a new camera. So hello, Emily. Welcome. I am having a good day so far. Thank you for being here today. Oh, no worries. So I hope you had a good day at work. And so thank you for being here. So I'm not sure if you can tell the difference. I have a different camera. This is an external camera. It's a little bit higher resolution. So I don't know if you can see me a little bit better. Let me know if you can. And please let me know if you'd like a reading. And so we have lots of different decks tonight. The Mother Mary deck. And so we have the Archangel Michael deck. I think you can. I think I can definitely see difference when I bring the cards up to the camera. And so that's kind of cool because I was unsure. A friend of mine had this camera. And it was different. I usually use the Logitech cameras, but I wasn't impressed with the last two Logitech higher resolution cameras that I got for the Mac. So I just kind of used this one. I can see. Yay, I'm glad the beautiful decks. I'm glad. Oh, so you can see them better. And so I used to use this deck a lot when I was in chiropractic school. I would go to Wings bookstore. So that's kind of cool. You can see it a little bit better resolution. The lighting isn't that great, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the camera. But yeah, I like the little camera. It's a Akata, and it's a 1080 resolution. So it's a little, I think it's a little bit better. So, but yeah, you can see it when I bring the cards up. You can actually see the cards, which is better than it was. And so. Yay, I'm glad. Good. Okay, so it's a go, my new camera, my new little camera for the Mac. Rebecca Campbell, also, I have her other deck here somewhere, her rose deck. I thought I did anyway. Here it is. And she has kind of an abstract way of designing her decks, her decks are they have a little bit lighter energy. And they have I don't know, they just have a higher vibration to them. They're feminine and they're really gentle, those decks. And so I've come to appreciate her design. I always thought about designing my own deck, but I have to finish my book first. So I have to, I have a creative mind, which means structure is not my friend. And so, yeah, I'm working on my second book. We have the Shaman deck. And And let's see. Oh, I like the fact I can see the decks when I bring it up to the camera. Yes, book first. That's right. Let's see. We have the fairy deck. I don't really resonate often with fairies, but I like the idea of fairies a lot. And then this is the kitty cat deck that my friend Natalie got me for my birthday. And let's see what else. We got the romance deck. I would always pull from this deck in chiropractic school. I remember that because I was in this really bad relationship. So I would pull from that deck. And then the rose deck is really very gentle. So I really like this deck. I think I'm going to pull from the rose deck for myself until somebody would like a reading. Emily, if you would like a reading, please let me know. I'd be happy to pull for you. And whoever else is online, please let me know if you would like a reading. So there are two kitty cats here. One is named Zenba and the other one is Lily. Lily, I don't think we'll see, but maybe Zenba. He's a beautiful boy kitty. He's real strong, real friendly. Let's see. Oh, very cool. The fairy deck. Yes, this is only maybe 1/10 of my selection. I have probably like maybe 130 decks or something like that, but I always see them as kind of chapters in my life. Yeah, they're lovely names. I'm babysitting some kitties for some friends. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So lots going on. I have my Tantra class on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. at Caddy's. So I've been prepping and figuring out the technology for that and getting excited. My PowerPoint for the class, the Tantra class, is complete as of last night. And so I'm just getting to the groove. I haven't taught a workshop in quite some time. And so I'm excited to be out there teaching and connecting in that way again. I'm just going to pull some cards for myself until somebody would like a reading. So feel free to interrupt me. And I'll just start. Ooh, this card says open. Say yes, expand through the extremes and trust life. Oh, I'm so glad, Emily. We're working on the, okay. You should, you'll really like our workshops. And so I love to teach. I was a high school teacher for 12 years. And so I love to teach. It's something that's kind of in my blood. And this is a very sacred topic to my heart. So I'm excited to be teaching about it. The first card I pulled for myself tonight, it says, say yes, expand through the extremes and trust life. And it says open. If you can see the card, oh, this camera does such a better job of actually being able to see the cards when I hold them up, which is cool. It has like maybe 300 more megapixels? I don't know, but it's a higher resolution. It says open, but I love this idea of just totally being open to the divine and then being guided from that space. Let's see. If anybody would like a reading, let me know. It says plant yourself here, integration, embodiment, grounded action. Ooh, action. That's a word that I've been pondering lately because I tend to start and then stop. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. All right, dear. Would you like me to pick your deck or would you like to pick your deck? All readings are done on a donation basis with the intention to support the church. I'm from the New Thought community of Gulfport, also known as Unity of Gulfport. And there are some donation links, I believe, above or below this video. One's at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail.com. I'm going to kick this person off that's soliciting readings. 1 second. I'm going to block her and then delete her comment. Okay. Because people aren't supposed to be soliciting readings. Okay. And so 1 second, I'll just finish mine real quick. It says, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. And I like the rose in the celestial kind of view of the rose. I love the sky, especially the local night sky. Let's see. The next one is the mystic rose. I have a very sacred relationship with Mother Mary. So this is a Mother Mary card. It says compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Ooh, those are good words. I'm going to read them again. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. That's good. That's a good one. But it has the Mother Mary on it. I think she's holding a baby. I don't have any babies. I have some spiritual babies, but not any actual babies. And but I like the outside of these cards because they're very they have flowers. The rose is my sacred symbol, or one of my sacred things. I love roses, especially red roses. And so Yes, so that it makes good reason why I was drawn to this deck. Okay, Mandy, you are the first one of the evening. Let's see. I'm liking this little camera. It wasn't that expensive either. It was like 20 bucks or something. So I was like, oh, that's a nice little like I saw it being used and I thought, oh, why don't I try that instead of the Logitechs, which never quite work right for me. I feel it's this deck actually. This deck is a cute little kitty cat deck. I should be done with dinner. A reading would be more okay. Emily, you're next then. Yeah, it was like so cheap the little camera because the Logitechs are like over 100, and I've tried I think the 900 and the 922 version of the Logitechs, and I was not impressed with that. So with technology, I've just started to just buy whatever I'm intuitively guided to do, and then check it out and read the reviews a little bit. All right, Mandy. So I really like these decks or these kitty cat cards because they're happy and joyful. It's one of the reasons why I like this deck. And so, Mandy, if you have an angle that you want the reading to go in, just let me know. Or you're welcome to ask an intuitive question as well. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. All right. I love kitty cats. I'm like a ridiculous cat lady. I always will be. Okay, the first one, it says strength and resilience. Oh, Estrella, why can't you hear me? Can everybody else hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. Can anybody hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Estrella is saying she can't hear me. I can. Okay, so let's see. 1 second. I love cats too. Oh, that's great. Okay, so everybody else can hear me. I wonder why she can't. Let me 1 second. See. Let's see. All right. Strength and resilience. Sometimes when we're walking through some stuff, it's hard to remember just how strong and resilient we really are. And this is just a reminder that even though it might not feel like it in moments, that you are extremely, like, you have this strength of self, even when things are going on, even if you don't feel strong. I can be a little bit like that. If stuff's going, I don't know. I'm a little bit emotional and very watery. I'm a Pisces, and I always forget, like, I'm a strong bugger, So like, but they're wanting you to remember, that you have this natural strength and resilience deep within you. And so if that's the case, I mean, like, and to not forget that, because it prompts more fear when we forget how strong we are. So they're just wanting to kind of like remind you, hey, you're really, really strong. Don't forget that, especially when you're walking through some stuff. Next one, affirmation for healing the heart. Ooh, that's a good card, huh? Affirmation for healing the heart. I'm a big believer that healing our hearts and being very emotionally aware of where we are in that healing process is essential. It's so essential, I believe, for everything we do in life, because especially if you're sensitive, emotional energies can block us and really prevent us from really stepping up into our lives in many, many ways. And so healing the heart, I think, is one of the most important things that we could ever do for ourselves and our future. And so they're just like saying, take the time, you'll never regret the healing of the heart. Affirmation for acceptance. This is basically, so I don't know if you're in 12-step recovery. I'm a big fan of 12-step recovery. I've been involved in that. I'm a big believer in that spiritual philosophy and how it can drastically transform every area of your life, depending on whatever program you're in or whatever imbalance or chaotic area you're working on. And so one of the foundational things of 12-step recovery is this. There's a paragraph on acceptance, and I really should like have that saying somewhere, because it basically says that our spiritual condition is contingent upon our ability to accept everything in our lives right now as is. And from that perspective, we're able to then make changes, to grow, to calm, to forgive, so that thing about acceptance is really important. And so there's something that they want you to accept just as is. Oh, I'm liking the resolution. Ooh. All right. So, and see how like this little witch is, where's the cat? There's a cat in every single, oh, the cat's on her shoulders. And so whatever it is that's bothering you, they're wanting you to totally accept it right now as is, right? Because like in that acceptance is the power to shift it, or to shift your perspective on it. And yeah, so it's in the acceptance. It's in the acceptance of the acceptance that I feel your real power is, if that makes sense. All right, next one, it says, go with the flow. Look at this happy little cat on the front of that. That's so cool that you're a cat lover too, and that's the deck that they guided me to. But look at that happy little cat. They're just basking in the sunshine, and it says, go with the flow. And this can be really hard to go through the flow, or go with the flow, especially if it's not flowing in the direction that you really want. And so they're just really wanting you to let go and flow. Because the universe always, in the end, the universe brings us exactly where we're supposed to be. No matter if it's not where we think we're going in the right direction. Like when I look back on all the times that I was mad at the universe, it was always directing me to the place that I was meant to be, or the experiences that I was meant to walk through to strengthen myself, my spiritual connection, my faith in my spiritual connection or intuitive connection, my resilience, my dependence on the divine, a lot of different things. And so even though I haven't always liked it, I've always, in the end, when I look back, I'm grateful for whatever I walked through and where the universe has led me. And so it says seasonal harvest. And this card is about reaping what you sow in the end, and really being deliberate and intentional in paying attention to where you're investing your thoughts, your time, your attention, because it really is in the currency of our lives, right? Time, energy, attention, money, and energy, all of those things, that we are able to create an intentional life. And that's where we invest, and that's how we manifest things, right? And so they're just like, look at the little cat watching carefully. They're just wanting you to like to do the work, pay attention to the details, kind of plod along step by step, and know that all is well, and that you will receive dividends on those investments. It might not be right away, but the universe will come back around on those investments sometimes in ways that you'd never predict. And I've certainly had that. I've had that experience so many times. So Mandy, I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry, Estrella, that you did not get to hear the readings. She's driving down to Florida, and she's in the mountains at the moment. And so who would like a reading? Thank you, Mandy. I hope that's helpful. I am missing my very old kitty cat named Cuddles. I get to see her tomorrow, hopefully. Hi, Maria. Hello. I'm glad, Mandy. Thank you so much. Oh, Emily, are you in earshot? Are you ready for your reading? Are you ready for your reading? Oh, yeah. Cuddles, my old lady. She's 23 years old, my old kitty. All right, Emily, I'm pulling from the Rose Oracle for you. Yes, wonderful. Okay, Emily. Yeah, my old kitty Cuddles. She's my baby, but she's very happy where she is. So it's kind of a sad let go, but do I love her. All right, so I see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 12. Let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. I have not been writing, and that's my next endeavor is that I'm going to lay in bed and write. So I've been doing all kinds. Oh, all right. There we go. I do need to write. Shame on me for not writing. Yes, I have to be in the zone sometimes, and sometimes I'm just not in the zone for it. The Holy Grail. It says stop the endless search, inner quest. So that's something that I see a lot in the people around me sometimes. And I've done this before. This is why I can recognize it, right? Because I've done it too. And so it's so common, right? I the word is, I never really liked that idea, that like the vibration of that word. It's the idea that something else or would be like make you much happier, or like it's that kind of that perpetual quest for the outside thing to make you feel better. And so I see this with people when they're looking for relationships, or often a lot around a relationship, or money or career, whatever it is, the outside thing that is like their brain believes will make them feel joyful. I'm not saying that some of those outside things won't be wonderful and joyful, but there is that drive rather than looking deep within and really getting extra aware of some of the internal nuances that lead to the joy, especially when they're worked through and they're cleared and they're more integrated, rather than seeking an external object or external thing as the joy. And so this first one that says the Holy Grail, this is about the inner quest. So they're encouraging your inner journey and your inner evolution, Emily, because that's where the real joy is. You know, like I'm in 12-step recovery, and I've been in that fellowship for over 20 years now. So, and what I consistently see is that it doesn't necessarily matter what you have on the outside. Granted, your basic needs need to be met, and things like that. But once you get beyond the basic needs being met, it almost doesn't matter how much you have. It really is the work that we do on our inner reality and our connection to our joy. And joy often comes in like the simplest moments. It's not the big things. And I used to always think it was the big things. And so what I see is that people that really work on their spiritual condition, their spiritual connection, and aspects of their heart and stuff like that, they can really, that's where they embrace the joy. Because I've seen plenty of addicts and miserable people that have, I mean, tons of stuff. They have beautiful families and beautiful kids and, beautiful lives, but they're still drinking or doing whatever, or drugs, or just miserable. And so that inner quest is so important, of finding what makes us happy and building a life that really supports that. Oh, thanks, Emily. I'm a big believer in 12-step recovery because it's a free resource for the community. I mean, it's donation based, but they have awesome mentors. I mean, the spiritual principles are so amazing. They have totally changed my life and have given me a life to live in many ways, and a greater understanding of just living in a way where my mind is free for the majority of the time from the trauma and all the stuff I went through as a kid. So it's really been invaluable to me. It says, Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. I don't know if you have any guy friends. This isn't necessarily a male partner. I feel it's more the masculine energy. And so that could be in a female or in just like bros, like male friends. And so they're just wanting you to connect to that energy. Sometimes it can be in ourselves, but for you, I don't think so. I think it's in more the people around you. Oh yeah, 12-step recovery is amazing. And the conversations are always different in those groups. The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. This, whether it be the Divine Mother or the maternal energy of the universe or Mother Earth, this energy can be really healing, especially if we walk through some really hard things. And so they're just wanting you to be open energetically more to that high vibration maternal energy. Let's see, it says the rose thread inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. So I feel like you have the great potential, Emily, to really live a spiritual, like a life of spirit, and that could be kind of sometimes you need a lot of courage to do that. Living, really embracing spirit and walking along um, the spiritual realm of things. It's not always like easy because it usually is contrary to what we're taught around structure, stability, or things like that. And so, um, but like if you look at the card, it's like there's so much light and joy when we're able to live that way courageously. And they're just wanting to just to note that you have the ability to be that connected. And so, excuse me, I understand that healing journey. I understand that. I went through a full year and a half of doing that, of being very guarded and just spending a lot of time healing. And that can be so valuable in so many ways. And so you will. It takes time. When my dad died and my ex left, I just hunkered down for like a year in my house with my cat. And I just allowed myself to cry and heal and really to embrace many aspects of healing and alignment that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do that had I not really safeguarded my energies because I was so raw and vulnerable. Oh, it says a second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. So know that whatever you are walking through or have walked through, Emily, like don't see at your chance. Don't see your chance as being over because I feel that you have a lot of life potential, but it will come. I feel that a lot of different things will come after this healing phase. And healing phases, I feel I'm just coming out of one now, and healing phases can be so valuable, but they can be they can look a lot different. I don't know. Sometimes they're not always comfortable, but they're so valuable, and they can be, they can enrich your life and heart so much when we're able to surrender. And so, so yeah, I wish you a lot of luck on your journey. Um, I feel that the more that you connect spiritually, especially to your spirit helpers and loved ones, maybe that have passed, and definitely the two people that recently crossed over for you, that it will help your heart heal and let go of the grief. Because I feel like you have some really strong attachments to the grief, and I can totally have done that for so long, and it was helpful for me to understand that grief. Um, Healing from grief occurs faster when we're able to allow the energy to pass through us rather than hang on to it. And I can have a tendency to hang on to that type of energy. And so, yeah. Oh, you're so welcome, Emily. I'm so glad you're here. I look forward to you being in the class on Sunday. You'll have to tell me how I do. It's my first workshop in quite some time. So it will be after my year and a half of healing and aligning. And so it'll be nice to have you in the audience. And so, yeah, it takes time. The passing of grief, it's kind of a tricky energy because you want to be able to fully feel the grief without getting stuck in it. And so, um, and that can be a delicate dance. And so what I learned is that if I was always at a certain level of grief and it was really bad sometimes, that when it was bad, to let myself feel it all, cry it, write it out, journal, do all my intuitive stuff. That's where I started actually to do more pendulum stuff because I became so sensitive. Excuse me. Try to see where I put my pendulum. The little kitty has been taking my pendulum, which I think is very funny. What did I do? Oh, it's over there. I'm gonna grab it. Hold on a second. All right. So, yes, I started to actually do more with the pendulum during that grieving year because I became so incredibly sensitive, and I needed additional tools. And so Leslie Smith, who's a beautiful part of our community at the church, New Thought Community in Gulfport, she did this pendulum class. So I signed up for the class, and there's ways of helping to align your chakras with pendulum work on yourself. And so, yeah, to learn to cry and really go deep, it takes time, and there's many layers to it. So I'm glad that you're doing the work because I'm a big believer that it's when we're able to do the personal healing, emotional work, that's when we can really live the life that we're meant to, rather than being held back by many, many things. And so I'm glad to hear that the 12-step recovery groups are wonderful to hold space for that healing process. I don't know where I'd be today without them. And so I'm a really big believer because they're extremely accessible. You can find meetings at any time of the day or night in any different category, not just like drugs or alcohol, but also like trauma or food or toxic relationships or whatever, anything you wanting. Or just emotion. There's emotional sobriety out there, a 12-step recovery around emotion. But yeah, those principles have been life transforming for me. And I'm so grateful to have encountered the program and the people. The people have been amazing as well. And so anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emily. I look forward to seeing you there on Sunday. Okay, who else would like a reading? Excuse me, I didn't realize I was so tired. Oh, goodness. Thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nice to have you as part of our community. Who else? Who else would like a reading? Let's see. I think I'm gonna pull a cat card for myself. I love these cute little cards. So I have a friend that's an attorney, and she's like has her energy does not fit what you would think an attorney is. Hello. Let's see. Okay, Maria, did I miss you? I missed somebody. Was it Maria? I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Was it? Okay, if I missed you, please ask again at the bottom. Let's see. Keep getting the follow my dream card. All right, Maria. Welcome. All the readings are done on a donation basis to help support the church. Donations can be made at unityofgulfport@gmail.com on PayPal, and Venmo is at unityofgulfport, or the website www.unityofgulfport.org/give, and that information is above or below this video. I think it's below, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yes, you are second. Pull with fee. So love the cards. Oh, thanks. Yes, they're very nice. All right, so I think it's the Mother Mary. Let's see. Nope, it's the Archangel Michael deck. Maria. I'm excited about getting better with techie stuff. I enjoy the techie stuff. Whoa, that's a jumper. All right. It says trust your angels, Maria. That's a great card to have as a jumper. Trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Let's see. I'm excited about my little camera. I didn't think it was I didn't think that it would be so good. Actually, I'm excited to see. I can see a little bit of my gray coming in. I don't think I'm dyeing my gray. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. So see a little bit as I'm aging. I see that a little bit of my gray coming in. I don't know. So yes, pull with fee. You're next. Yes. Yes, you are correct, Maria. So whatever you're wondering about, know that you're correct in whatever it is. 2, 4, 5, 6, 18. All right. Someone new is coming. I don't feel that it's a relationship, though. I feel like it's like a really good friend you're going to really enjoy, like a comrade, like somebody that you can go and do fun stuff with and whatnot. And the last one, Maria. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. Are you a writer, Maria? Or something like that? Or have you thought about speaking or teaching or something like that around, I don't know. I feel it has something to do with or workshops or. Yay, I'm glad, Emily. Thanks for letting me know. So definitely a clearer camera. That's great. Thank you so much. Maria, have you thought about writing? Let's see. All right, pull with Fee Lee. Let's see what our thing is. I think this is the fairy deck. Let's see. Okay, so I feel that you might want to encourage that writing aspect of yourself, Maria, because I feel like you have the energetics that you would enjoy it. It would actually help heal you in some ways, writing a book or writing more. But there's something important about the writing aspect of you with your spiritual connection and your feel like I feel. What else about that? I feel you have a huge heart, but that you have some healing to do, because I feel like you have this beautiful heart, but you're still learning to love yourself deeply. And I'm on that same kind of process. I'm a little bit maybe further along because all the work I've done, but yeah, it comes a little bit with age as well. So, but that they're wanting to invest some energy there because you're meant to teach people important spiritual principles or healing stuff. All right, so pull with Fee. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm also available for private readings. So if anybody's interested in one of those, please let me know through Messenger. Just contact me on Messenger if you'd like a private reading. All right, says connect with nature. Pull with Fee Lee. Is it Lee? Summer. Everything you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So that's coming up. So I feel you're going to have a good summer, but they're wanting you to open your eyes to the gratitude around you. Fee is fine. Okay. They want you to pay attention more to your diet. Pay attention to what you're putting in your body because it's vibrationally impacting you. I'm not sure if you have children, if you're around children, or you're meant to teach children, but there's something about the energy of children. And it's very important for your heart healing and your heart walk on this planet. I always get that card often. So I hope that's helpful, Lee. Welcome. I'm here every Thursday at 7:30. Yes, I do have a new girlfriend also. Yay, Maria. I'll have to work on manifesting that for myself. No, I'm kidding. I don't feel it's time yet, actually. But I'll be working on it. Okay, good deal. So it's confirmation that your diet needs to be more refined or to looked at. I think I'm gonna do some juicing after this after my card pulls are over. Who else would like a reading? I also have a pendulum. We can ask yes or no questions, or you're welcome to just ask an intuitive question as well. Excuse me. Look at my crazy hair. I have the craziest curly hair. Always have. You're welcome. You're welcome, Lee or Fee. I think I'm gonna pull a shamanic medicine card for myself. Who else would like a reading? Hold on a second. Laura, I'm doing my intuitive insights. Get online. I'll call you later. Bye. That's one of my best old friends. Like when we were in our late 20s, we'd go to the lesbian bars, and I would watch her cruise the women, and she would try to hit on me, but I would be like, no, Laura. So we became best friends 20 years, or one of my best friends. Hi, Quetz. That's my crazy friend Laura. Keep it clean. We're on a church event. She's my crazy friend for a good reason. So, Laura, you want a reading? So I was just talking to her today. She's talking all hours of the day and night. She's way fun and way crazy. We send each other these ridiculous memes, all this crazy meme stuff. She's my favorite meme friend. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll pull some for myself. Lower world past. Ooh, this is all about facing the past stuff. There are so many layers to past stuff. I'm not a big believer in doing a spiritual bypass because for me, it doesn't work. I got to like face, if I'm in healing mode, I got to face everything. I have to face. Laura, do I look clearer? Do I look clearer on my video? Because I got a new camera. I'm very excited about my new camera, my new techie stuff. I'm excited when it works, but boy do I hate it when it doesn't work. Let's see. It says future. Ooh, this is interesting. So my cards from the shamanic deck. We have past. We have a past card. We have, oh, that's cool. Am I on your big screen, Laura? Like, am I like famous on your big screen? Okay. We have future. So we have past, future, and then the middle card, it says journey in the imagination. So that means get off your butt and write your book. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I have a book already. It's called The Joy Matrix. I'm very proud of my book. It took me like 9 years to write, so I'm hoping this one doesn't take that long. Superstar. Do you remember that movie, the Superstar movie, where the guy goes, Superstar? What was that? That movie was funny. We should watch that stupid movie, Laura. We would laugh. We haven't watched the movie in like forever. Do you remember that Superstar movie? What was her name? Where she was like, I don't know, she was like this super duper, poor nerdy girl, and she was a little off, and she would like go, she would go, Superstar. Do you remember? Anyway, silly stuff. All right. Laura, you want a reading? I promise I'll lie if it says bad things. No, I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. Yes. Okay. I think it's going to be this card. Look how clear. I'm so excited. They're coming in good. I'm trying to figure out the Zoom. Laura, you should come visit me later if you're up. You can help me figure out Zoom stuff if you feel like it. If not, I'll find snacks to feed you. So Laura, come visit me. We can talk to the kitties together like old ladies. I'm kidding. I know that when Laura, like, give Laura and I another 20 years. Watch out, crotchety old women. Like, we're Laura and I, crazy. Could you imagine us in 20 years, Laura? All right, Laura. We got one. You're not kidding. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All right. Change in direction. That means us getting to the YMCA, Laura. No, just know that, like, I know sometimes we've had a conversation about certain changes that you might want to manifest, but that's possible. This is about the more that you're able to change the momentum of your direction right now, the happier you'll be. That's what that question, or that's what that card is basically saying. Assertiveness. This is about you claiming yourself as you do that. Because we were talking like you're a Scorpio, so you're like very direct. I don't know. That's why Laura and I make a good match as best friends, because she's a Scorpio and I'm a Pisces. Fresh air. Get out of the house. Look at the little angel and the little guy. Looks like Pierce when he was little. Daydream. This is just about taking it easy on yourself. Like, just let yourself relax, but then get out of the house and go to the gym with me. But yeah, that's basically just take it easy on yourself. Allow yourself to wander, because you have some really creative ideas and good ideas. But get out of the house. That's what the angels are telling you. Get the heck out of the house. The end. But you're welcome to come over and visit me if you'd like. Actually, I'm a little, I don't know. It doesn't how much energy you have. But what else? Let's see. Who else would like a reading? Thank you for jumping on, Laura. Thinking about going for a walk. If you want to come for a walk with me. You're welcome, sweetie pie. Good to see you. You better come to my Tantra class, Laura. It's your favorite topic. You better be there. No, I'm so kidding. You better be at my Tantra class, or I'm going to come get you and beat you up. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to stick Cuddles. Cuddles is going to throw her voodoo at you. Okay, so dive. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Good to see you. As I was telling Laura, I have a Tantra class coming up through the church this Sunday at 12:30 p.m. at Caddy's in Gulfport. So I don't know if you're around, but Laura, but anyway, so it should be a good class. I just finished my little PowerPoint and getting excited about it rather than stressing about the details. All right. Tantra sexuality. So Tantra, it's an Indian from hundreds of years ago. It's the combination of kind of energy work with spirituality, with divine expression through sexuality. And so it's, do I have the link? Can I post the link here? Hold on a second. Let's see if I can, how good I am at the techie stuff. All right, I'm going to post the link and see if that works. I don't know. Can you guys see? Can you guys see? Okay, yes. So we're doing a class. It's in person is donation for the class, and then Zoom is there's a $20 charge if you do a Zoom ticket. But yeah, so it's this Sunday at 12:30, and Dive Wild. I want you to if it's who I'm thinking of, if it's a person that I met at the park that day, I'd love for you to meet the community. I think you would really like everyone there. I always thought that as soon as I saw you. Can you guys see the comment that I posted, the Eventbrite link for that class, or no? Can I put that? Did I put a star on it? Did it work? Can't post anyway. So can you guys see the Tantra class the link that I just posted, or no? I don't know. I don't know if that I'm pretty good with technology, but not always. All right. So Dive Wild, here's your reading. It works. Can you see it? Okay, thanks, Laura. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Laura, if you miss my Tantra class, I will never let you live it down. So Laura's my best good friend from so many years ago. Okay, so let's see. I'm seeing 19. So if that's 16, 19. Okay. These cards have a gentle energy to them. I like them. They're gentle. Oh, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I feel this has more to do with your relationships than your authenticity. I think you're pretty strong in your authenticity into the world. Yes, absolutely. It so is. Tantra is a beautiful presence, and it can be such a sacred journey of connection, both to the self and to someone else, and also can be incredibly healing and spirit-filled. So I'm excited to teach class. I think so much. I just love the topic. I think it's so important to connect that way in some ways. But yeah, it should be a nice group of people. It'll be on the top of Caddy's on the upper deck. And so Sisterhood of the Rose, it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So this is like the spiritual teacher card. So I don't know if you teach mysticism or aspects of metaphysics or spirituality, but you have the gifts to do that. So if you're drawn to doing that, then it would be a really good fit for you. And I feel that something about it would not only make you feel fulfilled, it would connect you more strongly to the essence of your spiritual self. Like there's some type of claiming and embracing a stronger sense of self in doing that. It says Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So whatever you're guided in creating, what type of homestead you're at, or in the adventure of embracing the wilderness or travel or whatever, like totally follow that. I feel that all of the energies of the travel or in the homestead will greatly enhance your experience here on earth, but that it's somehow important for your evolution, your soul's evolution. Let's see. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So I don't know if you've ever done any cord cutting. I know Reverend Kimberly Harrow, which is the minister at the church. She's really good at cord cutting. Yay, I'm glad. But I feel, okay, so I'm going to psychically scan you for a second from here. They're showing me 3 cords. One from a past life, one from okay, so 3 cords. So when I ask, show me more clarity, Dive Wild, on this card of Unbound, which is talking about hi Alexis. Sure, I would you're next, Alexis. I'm seeing 3 energetic cords that are meant to be cut, Dive Wild. One is to a past life. The second is from a past lover, a love relationship, romantic love. And the third is to it's like a faulty belief system that's impacting your life. Like I see, it's almost a cognitive feel to the energetic body. So you have like 3 chords going on. I'm not sure if you've ever done that successfully, but I know that Kimberly Harrell, who's a shamanic Reiki person, who's the minister, she does a great job with that. She's done some cord cutting with me when I went through a very hard breakup about 1.5 years ago. But that you have 3 chords that are messing with you. And so however you address them would be helpful because they are impacting you. The last one, Dive Wild, it says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported. Oh, this is good. What would you do? So if you knew you were absolutely supported by the divine in the universe, what would you do here? Because I know if you're the person I think I'm thinking of, you have a very strong energetic constitution. And so they're just saying, hey, if you had 100% support from the divine or your angels or whatever your belief system is in the divine and that's around you, what would you do? And so awesome. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, totally. And so, but what would you do in this life and to not be afraid or have, to let go of any fear, but really to really almost hold that in your consciousness as you think about doing things, your next steps, if that makes sense. So welcome back, Dive Wild. Nice to see you on here. And I hope to see you Sunday at 12:30 on the Top of Caddies. Okay, so how much time we got? I think these are one of my last readings. Who's next? Alexis. So this is my oldest deck that I have out here today. Alexis, this is your reading. All readings are done on a donation basis to help support the church. You can make a donation at unityofgulfport@gmail on the PayPal, or at Venmo is at unityofgulfport. And the website also is unityofgulfport.org/give is the option if you'd like to make a donation on the website. That information is either above or below this video, and we certainly appreciate anybody that is guided to make a donation. We appreciate the support. All right, Alexis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ooh, it's a good card. It says courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. That's like a tough angel. This would be a lesbian angel. If this would be a good lesbian angel. So, oh, thank you so much. Really? Okay, I'm getting better. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually amazed at how my gift has kind of gotten better and better since I've started doing this live. I didn't know if I could do it like this. So thank you for that confirmation. I super appreciate that confirmation because I'm learning new platforms for my gift. And so yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes I used to pull this card when I was most not courageous. And this is to remind you, you have this courage inside of you too, but you have some mighty strong angels around you, and to not forget that. This is your power card. It says, take back your power. I think this is the belief in the self, but also any relationships that are not encouraged, that diminish your power in some way. Like that puts you down, or you're not confident in, or I feel like you get some new friends or new interactions. I think I don't know if it's a romantic relationship that isn't nice to you. Something around something about not valuing you. Let's see, claircognizance. So you have this gift. So if you see anything or hear anything, follow it. It takes some time sometimes to believe in the gift and practice it. Yeah, situationship. Those totally suck. Those totally suck. Yeah. And so, yeah. So know that, situationships. I appreciate you saying that. Dive Wild. Hold on. She's saying the three blockages that you mentioned were astonishingly correct. Astonishingly correct. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, situationships kind of can really suck sometimes, and I try to stay away from them, or at least I try to get really clear on what I'm wanting and needing in the situationship. And if it doesn't match, what I'm most wanting or needing, then um, I tend to take my energy back and invest it into the things I want to manifest, which can be hard to be attached. But I'm sorry that you're in a situationship. I don't know. I always get hurt in them. My heart is too sensitive. I wish I was a player. Next life, I'm coming back as a Leo. That's what I'm telling my angels. Don't be making me a Pisces next time. I want to come back as a Leo because I'm so sensitive. And so I'm sure I have other whatever energies in my rising sun. I don't know enough about astrology, but I have been doing the new moon ceremony. The moon ceremonies have been really fun. So I'm always amazed that the astrological information about the energy and what it means is exactly what I'm going through. So I've been really impressed. Let's see. So this reading gave me well, that's probably the best readings that I've ever been to. They slapped me into reality. That's right. I'm a big believer that if I'm wasting time with somebody that doesn't really care about me, not only am I triggering all my old trauma and old stuff, I'm devaluing probably myself unless it's really meeting a need. And sometimes physical needs are physical needs. I'm not against that, having a friend with benefits thing. But if I'm not honoring myself, my time, my energy, or something in that, then it scrambles me. And then I'm not good in the other areas of my life because I'm scrambled. And so they're just wanting you to be extra intentional. I'm not saying don't engage, but if you are engaging, make sure you want to be engaging, if that makes sense. Gifts from God. This is all about being aware of the stuff in your life and the awarenesses of what's coming. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So there's some good stuff coming. But sometimes if I'm in my muck or I'm triggered all the time by a crappy situationship or I don't know, if I'm around the wrong people and I get triggered, then I'm not able to see the gifts all around me and I can't get a sense of what the divine is doing. And then my mind can just get real negative. Um, so I feel like if you did some journaling, it would be really helpful, Alexis. So I hope that's helpful. Welcome. I'm here every Thursday at 7:30. All right, I'm gonna do a collective reading. I think it's from the shaman deck. I think it's from the shaman. I've been being drawn to it. Sometimes I feel that shamanism is the next aspect of my spiritual journey. I just haven't fully embraced it quite yet, but I feel called to it. Okay, this is the collective. Oh, I'm glad, Alexis. Welcome. I'm glad that was helpful. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26. I got 4 in the collective. The collective reading is for all of us in some way. Here we go. First card of the collective reading. Death. Oh, that's a nice card, right? No, this is just about closure on the things within that no longer serve us and really looking at the light, right? So for the light to come in, sometimes things have to end. Like maybe that's faulty beliefs. Maybe that's letting go of people and relationships. Maybe that's surrendering, insecurity or the things that block us or trauma energy, releasing it. There's all kinds of stuff. The death of what doesn't serve us so we can step up into the life we're meant to live. Future. When we're co-creating a future with the divine, it's kind of like a cha-cha. That's how I've been really pondering this a lot lately as I'm in kind of a period of transition. And when we are able to connect to our intuition, and then make the next right move from that place of being intuitively connected. And then we don't hear what's next. It's kind of like what I've learned to do is just to sit back and observe what the universe is doing. Because if I'm making all my decisions from a cerebral place, then they're usually not the right ones, or the ones that are going to make me the most joyful, or they're not the right thing for the moment. And so when we're co-creating a life, and creating our future, it is kind of a cha-cha with the divine. It's like hearing the intuitive thought or action, taking the action, and then observing that what the universe is going to do, then taking the right intuitive action. So it's like a cha-cha. So rather than what I used to do, it just bulldoze with my mind. And in programs after recovery, they call that a self-will run riot. And so I try not to do that anymore, even though my brain likes to do that. Abundance. This is about awareness of abundance in all the forms, not just money. Because a lot of people we focus on money as a culture, which is there's nothing wrong with that, but like abundance in health, abundance in relationships, abundance of joy, abundance in peacefulness, abundance in faith, our spiritual connection, our intuitive connection, abundance in all those things. It's not always just money, but money is a part of that. Also abundance in prosperity of actual material money and things that we want. So it looks like there's that bright sun and little animals and just like the open sky and just like almost like being extra aware of all of our prosperity. Oh, this is a good card. Okay, so this is the power card in our collective reading. It says challenge, but you like the trickster. So what this card means is basically whatever the challenge is in front of you. They're wanting us to have greater spiritual insight when we're approaching a challenge because it holds the jewels of personal transformation and strength and spiritual strength. So if we're able to perceive the challenge almost from a perspective of, oh, isn't this interesting? Rather than getting negative and feeling like a victim, or shifting into self-pity or false belief systems of not being supported or not unworthy or whatever it is. And so if we're able to really see the challenge, look at the happy little joyful, like seeing the challenge as the transformational piece of the journey that holds all the gifts, the spiritual gifts. If we're able to keep it in that perspective, then we don't block our manifestation of the great stuff that happens after we surmount the challenge. So I hope that's helpful. Good to see everybody on here. Welcome. If you'd like to be on our mailing list, drop your email or send me an email and make sure you get on our email list or my email list. The Tantra class is this Sunday at 12:30 p.m. in Gulfport at Caddy's on the upper deck. Thank you, Laura. Laura, you better be there at that class. You better be there. That's all I got to say. Laura's, like I said, my crazy old friend. What else? Okay. Sunday service, 10:30 a.m. at the Gulfport Casino. Wednesdays, a meditation in the park, usually with Reverend Kimberly or Pamela. Let's see. What else? I think that's it. The solstice was last week. Oh, my moon ceremony will be on the next one. It will be on the 3rd. So there'll be music and intention setting on Gulfport Beach. So July 3rd at probably 8 o'clock. What else? I think that's it. So I hope, wishing everybody a wonderful weekend. If you're going out and doing Pride, happy Pride to you. And I wish you much love and many blessings for a wonderful weekend. Take good care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.